AAA says gas prices hit a nationwide average of more than $4.17 a gallon today. That's the most expensive gas has ever been. And today, the president has announced a new Russian oil ban, which will likely drive those prices up even further. All of this comes as the war in Ukraine is having the biggest impact on innocent civilians. Natalie Brand has the latest.
President Biden announced the U.S. is now banning Russian oil imports into the country.
That means Russian oil will no longer be acceptable at U.S. ports, and the American people will deal another powerful blow to Putin's war machine.
The administration had been reluctant to take the step out of concern over soaring gas prices, but the White House has been under increasing political and public pressure to enact the ban.
No Russian oil!
A new national poll shows the majority of Americans, around 71%, say they support the ban, even if it means paying more for gas.
As far as I'm concerned, gas prices are irrelevant. The only thing that matters is that we take a stand.
The European Union is not expected to follow suit. Europe relies on Russia for about 40% of its energy.
The United States produces far more oil domestically than all the European countries combined. In fact, we're a net exporter of energy. So we can take this step when others cannot.
National security officials tell CBS News the U.S. is documenting war crimes against Russia, including targeting civilians trying to escape, as well as those remaining in Ukrainian cities.
Russian forces are at the very least operating with reckless disregard for the safety of non-combatants, as Russian units launch artillery and airstrikes into urban areas as they have done in cities across Ukraine.
Civilians attempted to flee Ukrainian cities under siege using newly established safety corridors.
Many more people are trying to flee, but can't get out of besieged areas. There have continued to be reports of shelling by Russian forces on agreed upon humanitarian corridors.
More than 2 million people have made it out of Ukraine since the war began nearly 2 weeks ago. Natalie Brand, CBS News, the White House.
The United Kingdom says it will phase out Russian oil from the UK by the end of 2022. Meanwhile, Russia says it may shut off the flow of natural gas to Europe in response to sanctions.